Live. All right, so I just want to show you. And you should put a little bit of a tilt. All right? You should put a little bit of a tilt. Now, I've had one of these in the past. You guys know, and I really liked it, but I ended up selling it when I moved. I used to live in an apartment. But as you can see, it's been out here for like 3 weeks now. And what I need to do, and as you can see, it's pretty straight, but I have a little bit of an angle because it doesn't get a lot of sun here. So this will stay wet for a while. All right, so what you kind of want to do is, if you don't have it like where sun is hitting it a lot, to kind of dry this water up, just kind of put it on a tilt, and you can see everything's kind of flowing off of it. But I am going to get some Frost King installation, and that's the one good thing about the rigid. As you can see, crystal clear in here. And the one thing I like about this too, this really locks really nice. So you don't have to put it up all the way, this lid. Like if I wanted to put it up halfway, it'll still kind of lock. As you can see, this isn't fully extended to lock in, but it still stays open. All right. But what's cool about the rigids is you do got that installation all along this edge here. All right, now this is all pretty dry until I just opened it here. And another great thing, guys, is if you want, or if you own these the DeWalt T-Stack boxes, they fit in here perfect. I mean, absolutely right underneath this, you know, flattened out, raised area right here. It slides in there perfect. All right, this is all my oil change stuff is in here. I got something, see, look, I got a low battery, hope it doesn't die, and I got a slug. All right, so the only thing left for me to do here is that I might make the tilt. I mean, it's a pretty good tilt there, but I think it'll be fine. But I don't have it locked, so I got to put these on. But when I do this, we'll lock her up. But I will show you how to insulate this yourselves. But again, that's one pro of the Knack built rigid steel storage boxes. All right, they already come with the installation. All right, but again, the deal I got on this, and there's still deals on this box. What's up, Shaka? And I still got to put some more stuff in here, but since I don't have it locked, I don't want to really put anything in here of, you know, real value. But you got to remember too, this is the 48 inch, and with the 48 inch, guys, you got a lot of room. The 60, that might be my next one. I might move this over. All right, to this guy's edge of his, which I had to build for him. But move this over, and then I think I can get a 60 in here. All right, and once I get that 60 in here, I got some really good storage. All right, outdoor storage. But great, I got this for $212. They matched Rural King. Rural King was doing some kind of major discount, but these still aren't that expensive. And these used to be a lot of money, but Delta bought, or should I say Apex bought Delta. I don't know how many years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago. And they bought Delta's Consolidated Industries portion of Delta. All right. So, as you know, they already make Apex. They make the Job Box, and it's the same color too. All right. I think they come in different colors depending on what is going to be stored inside of it. But the job might be a little bit lighter brown. All right. But these are powder coated. All right. You know, I, I'm really upset that I didn't have my truck that one day. I would have got that green. What the heck's the name of that company? Lowe's was selling their steel storage. I got a nice set of screwdrivers from too. Green Tree, right? What is it? Koneman, what's up? Shaka. Amos. Yeah, it's raining. Been 2 days. We got this hurricane over here. What's up, Bifunga? Mark, what's up, buddy? Shaka, Harry, and Gizmo Guru. Greenlee, that's it, Amos. I was close. I said Green Tree, Greenlee. So Greenlee had, man, if you remember that video from Lowe's, man, it was like $219. And I know a couple of you guys got them because you were sending me pictures on Instagram. But they're not that heavy. I mean, two people, and obviously someone from Lowe's would have helped me, but I wasn't going to get this in the Mitsubishi, the Greenlee version. And I don't know if I want like something that I would have to paint it or something, because I'm keeping it in my yard, and I don't know if I want something that bright and obvious. The brown is a great color. I like the brown, but I'm going to put some more stuff in here, obviously, and I got a lot of room. I'm probably going to take these gas cans out. They were just in here, and I wanted to get them out so I can put my, what the heck is that called? What company is that? They used to make power tools. It's kind of like the rigid, oh man, I can't think of it. I have to apologize. Yeah, it was Greenlee. Absolutely. Oh, and thank you, buddy. Shaka, I appreciate it. That clamp, oh, what the heck's the name of the company? You guys seen me using it out here. It's like a vise clamp to hold wood and other materials. It's like a tripod. The legs come out. A lot of different companies make it. I really like the rigid version of it, and it was so cheap. I know SPB got one. Sean Perry Benjamin. He ended up buying one for they were like $89 at Home Depot. They're not in circulation anymore. But right, Amos is on it. Yep, the Jaw Horse. Amos is like the man. Yep, and it's made by Rockwell. A couple other companies make them too. Like I said, Rigid makes one. And they're all the same. They're all made by the same company. I don't even think Rockwell makes that. I just think that their name is on it. Because, they kind of make... I still think that... I hope they're still making power tools, but I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get that in there. So I had to take some stuff out. And obviously stuff that is unvaluable right now. I gotta, and this is a great blower. I don't, but I'm not gonna put my, Makita or DeWalt blower in here quite yet until I get this thing locked up. But that's it, guys. So yeah, hopefully today I'm gonna get some Frost King and we'll insulate this sucker just to make sure she really doesn't get anything in there. But again, now this will kind of stay wet a little bit longer than I wanted to, only because again, that's what's on top of it. So it doesn't get too much sun. But I talk about these guys because these are great alternative storage. Again, my big thing was when I had my open trailer. I was, maybe going to get a 36-inch, right? then I decided, hey, you know what? I think the DeWalt Tough System box would work just as well. So I mounted that on the front of my open trailer, right? Then I wanted this one maybe for the back of my truck. Then I was like, there's a lot of moving parts and it's really not that much easier, but they will be secured in this. But now I'm adding so much weight to my truck. So I was like, you know what? Maybe inside the trailer. Then I'm like, that's just going to add a lot more weight. You know what? Let's put it outside. Let's use it for some outdoor storage. You know, when I'm working out here, all my stuff, I mean, I still got a mess here. This is where I kind of want to do, or where I do a lot of my woodworking and wood building. Only because I just don't have the room in my garage to really set up, you know, a good vac system. So open air for me is better. And I love being outside. I still never put my daughter's birdhouse up. We made this with the extra. Oh, and look what's under. I tell you, the wildlife. Look at that. That's got to be eggs of some type of animal. Some type of insect. I just lifted this up for the first time. All right, and there's, look at it. Look at that. What the heck? I bet you if I open this up, this thing is loaded with eggs. Are these eggs? Who knows what this is inside of here? I want to know right now. What is this? You can't even leave a birdhouse out here. It's like the wilderness. I'll tell you. Yeah, it's packed in there. It's packed. And this was the back. This was the front of it. This was the front of the birdhouse. They ruined it. All right, now I got to. Oh, look at it. Look. All right, let me put this back down so the insects can still live. And or is it just like berries or something? Maybe the squirrels? Yeah, I don't know if this is an egg. It might just be like a twig and berry. It doesn't look like an egg. Maybe it is an egg. If somebody knows. Or it could be like a berry. Look at them all. I opened it and I gotta put them back in there. Let me throw them back in there. See what I'm doing? Watch. I'm taking them and I'm putting them back. Because they have to, I mean, whatever kind of creature. I think it's a berry. I don't know. Maybe this. A squirrel can't get inside there. Maybe a chipmunk is storing these little. I mean, I don't know. Probably. Well, chipmunks have to eat too, you know. But I've never seen anything like that before. Then this thing is great. Yeah, like it's seeds. Yeah, it could be, man. I don't know. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And did I show you? Oh yeah. I think I showed this in another video. So this is what happens to unpressure treated wood. All right, so the wood you buy for $2.50 at Lowe's or Home Depot, you know, and it's cool when this dries up. It has a really cool texture to it, and you don't have to get rid of it yet, but you almost immediately have to seal this. All right, this one's not as bad yet, but this will too, because remember, this $2 wood is the same $2 wood that's here. This is just non-pressure treated wood, but if you seal it, okay, it'll last forever. This has been up for 5 years. All right, but if this wasn't sealed, okay, you see the water repelling right off of it. It can't get into, right. All right, and I got pine up here, so pine I don't have to worry about. But it does have a cool look to it. Um, hopefully you can see this. It has a really cool look to it. Once this dries out, then you can, save it and all, but this one might be too far. But, and then I show you the tree. This took 5 years to get this tall, and just this year it's been growing like crazy, man. And you probably can't even see it. Yeah, you can't. Maybe from this angle. It's incredible how you can't see it. You see it now with the brown Jobsite box. She got this in kindergarten on Arbor Day. And I ended up weed whacking my sons, I think. We planted it somewhere back here, but it was just like a little twig for like 3 years. And my daughter's like, is it going to grow? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a goner. And, we'd see it every year. And I'm like, I think it grew a little bit. Maybe a little bit. And then all of a sudden this year, it's like gangbusters. It's going to be a beautiful tree. I don't know why you can't see it like I see it. See, you know why? Because when you're in live, you're at like 260. You're not at 480. You're not at 720. You're definitely not at 1080. You're at like, two something. Yeah, it is a good one. It's big. It's pretty big. All right, so anyway, guys. Yeah, guys. And I'll try to feature them when they're on sale, guys. But, again, for people who really have condos and apartments, all right, you buy these plastic ones, right? A lot of people, and they're like $100. They're not cheap. These resin, it's really starting to pour now. But these aren't that heavy until you load them up. All right, and I think you'll get a lot more, space, and you'll get a lot more durability and a lot longer longevity with these steel storage solutions. All right, a lot of companies make them. Again, I really like the Jobsite, only because I had one in the past. I don't think Delta owned it when I had it. I don't really remember. I like the job boxes too, but they're expensive. But I think Acme is doing like a 15% off them right now. But they're great. All right, so we'll come back in a couple weeks. Nah, not a couple weeks. I'll probably do it this weekend. But tonight I'm gonna get some Frost King. We're gonna insulate it. We'll set the locks up. Maybe I'll show you how to do that. And then she's good as gold. Good as gold. Jobsite by Delta. We'll catch you. Thank you. There they do, Amos. They get big and they get expensive. Yep. And one sharp, like knife. It wasn't a knife, but there was something sharp that was attached to one of my kids' toys or whatever. And they ended up forcing it in or something, and it ended up ripping the whole side of it. And over time, that resin starts to break down a little bit, and it's not as strong. And if you leave it in the sun, it's not going to have the same color after a year. You might buy a brown one. I mean, you should see mine. I should show you mine. You know what? I'll show you mine. I'm going to show you mine. Yep. You want to play games? We'll play games. We'll definitely play games. All right, look at this. It's practically white. And this isn't even in the sun. Isn't even in the sun. We never locked it. The whole locks are starting to rust out. There's all types of semen. It looks like there's semen on here from some creature. This is made by Keeter. All right. Listen, it's been here a long time. Never really got any water in it. I built it rock solid. I mean, it's not bad. All right. But, this was over $100, this one. All right. And again, if you look at the color of it, there's no way to save it. Some company sent me some restore, plastic restore type product. It was like, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I put it on there. The thing laughed at me. This thing laughed at me. I mean, you can do, you can make Batman. Right inside of it. But, again, this was on $129. And for another $100, you got something that you can put a lot more stuff in. Now, this is probably a 36-inch. All right. The other one's maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a 40-inch. All right. But again, this is really out of the elements. So I want to make that clear. This is the original color. It's like a nice brown. A nice brown. But yeah, obviously under this area. So it doesn't really get, and it doesn't really get much sun this way either. But, and again, if I had a knife, my Milwaukee knife, I could put a knife right through here. All right. Maybe not in the beginning when you first own them. All right. But after a while, see? And resin's good. I'm a big fan of it with sheds and stuff. And again, they're reinforced with aluminum or metal or steel, with those sheds to kind of keep its shape and everything. You don't really have that with this top lid here. But as you see, look what's in here. They don't use any of this anymore. I should get all this out of here and put some stuff in here. Nothing. As the years go by. My kid used to play soccer like a madman. He hasn't kicked a soccer ball in probably 3 years. He was on club teams and travel teams. I got him this Italian soccer ball with the Juventus logo on it. Thing cost me like $40. All right. I was at Dick's. I wanted to get him something nice. And it's all sun stained. This was about just when he was about to quit. I kind of wanted to keep him in the game a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep him, I didn't want him to quit soccer because we, spent a lot of money on it, and he was pretty good. He really liked it. And he was the leading scorer on the team for like 3 out of the 4 years. But he didn't like it. He didn't like the running. He didn't like to run. He's lazy. So he wanted to go 360 with baseball. So that's what, and now he's playing football, but that's just to kind of keep him in shape. But, and then my daughter's stuff, of course. But, well, you got a nice history of some storage solutions. All right, but this is what will happen to your plastic or your resin over time. Okay? Again, out of the elements, really. And this is kind of, and the Keter, listen, I would recommend Keter. I mean, it ain't like this thing is junk, but remember, I have balls in it. I have balls in it. It's really just a ball holder. If I was to put heavy stuff in here, a little bit different, guys. All right, and we got the tough system here. This is baseball stuff, as you know. We went over the whole system here. When I do batting practice, I don't have to bend over and all that good stuff. Oh, I just let some water in. That's no good. But, great stuff, guys. When I sold my open trailer, I really wanted to keep my tough system box. Because I had such a, it's probably in 10 of my videos, whether on Toolboss or Supreme. and we always talk about it. And I know a lot of people that ended up doing the same. Some people did it with the rigid box because they didn't want to spend the extra money on the wall at the time. But yeah, I jackknifed in it. It was really no good anyway. But the better solution is the job site boxes, guys. All right, Green, Lee, make them, Knack, rigid, better built makes one. I don't know if Harbor Freight has come up with one of these yet. Cobalt makes one. Also Husky. Okay. So there's a lot of companies. Husky, Cobalt, Greenlee. Klein makes one, but it's not made by Klein. Remember, these are all not made. They're just stickers that go on the side here, right? I doubt very much Cobalt makes theirs. Obviously, Klein don't make theirs. I doubt Greenlee makes theirs, but they got their sticker on them. But, like Knack makes the rigid, all right? So a good company is making that rigid box. And what's cool with the rigid box is you got a little tray. It gives you a little tray. Now, what's bad is the new ones, all right? The old rigid boxes used to have this nice metal tray here, okay? They got rid of that. And some people were kind of upset with that. And now you have a plastic tray, all right? And it's from here to here. I don't know. It can kind of get in the way, all right? Especially if you're loading this up a lot, right? Then you got, kind of just like the Tough System boxes or the Milwaukee, pack out boxes. But with that tray, it was really nice because it was added away in the back, and you can put little things in there. All right, it's starting to pour. It's starting to pour. Now, if you're interested, guys, I'll look for some deals on this. All right, guys, be good. Hello, CW 94. The Coop's in the house. Spitzley, of course. Wow, John Placha is back. Joe B. Shaka, of course, and Koneman Studio. Koneman, what's up, man? Koneman's a great, he comments on every video. Koneman, thank you, buddy. I don't say thank you enough to Koneman. Great person. And that's what it's about. Be a great person. All right? We used to be able to see the lake back here, guys. I think we're going to see her soon. I can't believe how much... There ain't that much foliage yet, guys, coming down. Everything's still green. And we're into October 15th. All right, now some leaves, as you see, are coming down now. This is our first 2 days of moist, cold air that we've gotten. It's been a very warm fall. All right? Very warm. And again... Usually by this time, we're able to see the lake. Okay? We're almost able to see the lake. All right? The poison ivy turned red. Or the poison oak is nice and red on that tree. And this thing, anybody want this? Anybody want this for their kid? I got to get rid of this stuff, man. I gotta get rid of this. I don't know. Been here 15 years. Still don't know what the heck I'm doing with this. All right, I'm getting wet. We'll see you guys. Guys, be good. Stay safe, man. I know, John. You're the best. Wilderness Preacher. Lenny, what's up? Soy Boy. I love him. Soy Nobody. What's up, my brother? Jeremy Garcia. Good knee pads. The rigid ones are cheating up my knees. Go with the AWP. Try AWP. I don't like the. I think the rigid ones are made by some other. They're kind of like licensed, if you ask me. The rigid. Now they have two different types of knee pads. I don't know what ones you got. But I would try the AWP at Lowe's. They have a huge selection now of that stuff. And I showed you this I made real quick. The kids wanted to play. You know, then they played. They played for 3 days. Okay, it took me around a week to make these two. All right, now, obviously, I did a little bit here, a little bit there. I didn't do anything special. You know, 2x6s. Right, put them together 3 times. They played this, and one of them went over the fence. The other one went in the wood. The guy kicked it in the woods. One of my son's friends, he was kicking him. He kicked the sand thing. I made him go get it, and I put his face right down, right where that was. And I think they saw me, but it's not worth it to do anything for the kids because they don't do it. All right, guys. All right, Jeremy. Thank you, buddy. All right, be good, boys. I'll catch you.